they become a small river running to the sea. And then you block that, the water goes to the valleys and it stays longer and grass comes out. That's a technology they learned. Nowadays, we don't even, some areas need to train them, they just do it. Millions of rock dams everywhere. So now we train organizations like CARE, we train donors like USAID, the British one is called Tibet, yeah, we train them. We come as consultants and train them on how to use cash for relief. So that has, I could say, is a successful story, one of the successful stories. But let me tell you, when we look at how many years we have been working and how much effective we are in moving Somalis or Somalia out of poverty, we haven't done much. Why? Because the projects are very limited. Most of the money is given to the UN. They spend probably 70% of the money in their security and insurance and their life and their employees. And the rest, when it goes, usually you don't see a project done by the UN. It doesn't last months. The donors want to give us something called emergency money, and sometimes some places like Somaliland has grown into something called rehabilitation. It means something broken, you can give you something to fix with it, some money, but you have to raise the rest. It means their intention is not to move us one step forward. We're still there waiting for a drought, so they come when there is a drought. When there is a flood. I remember El Nino. Do you remember when there was El Nino going on, especially in Kenya and places like that? I was in Kenya and they were talking about floods happening in Ethiopia. We were talking about, can you help to close the dikes in the Juba and Shabelle before the flooding comes to Somalia? And they were not listening. After 3 days, I came to the meeting, and they were talking about throwing biscuits from the air for the Somalis dying in the floods. Look at that. Can you trust a system like that? It's just so clumsy, ineffective. I mean, we cannot do without the UN, at least the institution in New York, but I think we could do without the NGO UN. It's very bad. Now we have been busy piecemealing, getting little bit from there, and no funding goes beyond 1 year. And there's no effective structure that you can make it sustainable in 1 year. It's not possible. So now we are here to share with you that we failed. We did. We failed. Most of my strong crime life, yes, we have done pieces and bits, but we haven't moved Somalia forward out of poverty. And poverty and guns and violence are related. The reason we have violence is because we have the pastoral youth, especially male, who are very good in using how to use guns. Every pastoral youth has a gun. He knows how to use it. So they are ready pull for hire. If I want to be a warlord and I have money wherever I get, whether I got from drugs or my clan gave me or whatever, I just go and say, hey, clan A, give me 100 boys. They want mira or khat, a plate of rice, and their gun is theirs. I don't have to buy a gun. I'll just buy the bullets, and I will create havoc. So they are ready pull for hire. That's why we have violence. not about that. It's about understanding and pinpointing what is the problem. Then you find a solution for the problem. We're talking about women, but unless we find solution for the pastoral male youth, we're in circle, going in circle. We're not going anywhere. All these years that I'm telling you with my experience, I consider it failure, but it was a good study because we learned that we could look at the coastal line of Somalia as a major trading resource for Somalia. We have the longest coast. Somalis had their face to the desert, their back to the sea. During Siad Barre time, Somalia's coast was one of the 5 healthiest marine environments in the world. How many of you knew that? Not many. Well, you were probably not born or big. Anyway, we had that resource, and the reason it was rich was because that government at that time protected it. So they were hungry, the fishing fleets of the world were hungry for it, looking at it, couldn't get it. As soon as that government collapsed, they came in. Till today, they are feasting on it, till today. Yes, the pirates have helped a little bit, I'm sorry to say. I'm not going to be proud of piracy. Bad thing, horrible. In Islam, it's qata'a tariq. It's haram. But I have to say, it kind of helped because nobody was taking care of the sea. So daytime, there is no fishing fleets, illegal companies fishing or dumping coming to the sea. They are afraid of the pirates. Nighttime, you look at the sea coastline Somalia, it's like cities. You can't even, if you are from a bit distance, a kilometer or so, you don't see the sea, you see the lights of the vessels doing what they are doing at night, because the pirates are not there at night. Or maybe they're ducking or whatever. So, what we decided was, after so many years of trying to do the best thing possible, we decided that we should refocus our vision. And we decided to create a program for the coastal line of Somalia, developing the coastal line before the marine resources are completely taken away or destroyed. So we want to put these destructive young men along the coast. It has been estimated that Somalia coastline could feed very well more than 20 million families. Somalis are 1 million families. 1 million only. So we decided we will go for development of the coastline before it is eaten up, and put these young men in training centers, marine training centers, put jetty